Hello, everyone, and welcome to Decorating with Barbara. Today, I'm refreshing my kitchen breakfast nook for summer. But before we get started, I wanted to address a viewer's question from the deck video. And if you guys have not seen that video, you are missing out. Many of you really love it, so I will link the video in an iCard or an end screen at the end of this video. So the question was, how did my husband hang the curtains on the deck? And so we used cup hooks for the tie backs, and we also used cup hooks, or I think up top he used what you call eye hooks, and we just screwed them into the beam, and then we added a curtain hook onto the eye hook, and then we clipped the drop cloths onto the curtain ring. And so yeah, it turned out really nice. Okay, so someone else wanted to know how the deck looked at night, and they wanted to know if I could share the deck at night. So we have some missing bulbs, so I'll show that in another video, but here is a look from the inside out. And then here I'm on the deck editing the video that you're watching now. It was a very calm and peaceful evening. Okay, so let's go inside and see what's going on. So I wanted to refresh my two head chairs, and so I picked up some chairs. I think they came from Amazon, and they were by the brand Click Decor. And so they were fairly easy to put together. They came in a set of two. You got a base chair, and then you got your slip cover. And I loved it because the slip cover was a very tailored fit, and yeah, they just looked really nice and elegant. And so here what you see is I have some covers on that came in the packing, and I usually put them on when my grandson is here to help keep the chairs clean. Okay, so next I wanted to refresh the side chairs. Now these chairs, originally I gave like a antique finish to the entire chair, but I was kind of done with that look. I wanted more of a cleaner, solid look, and then they just had some stains that appeared that I just couldn't get out, and trust me, they are clean. So they just really needed a refresh. They had some nicks on them that when they were pushed into the table, they got little marks on each chair. You can see in the same area. And the cushions were originally fabric. This was my first attempt at chalk paint. And so when I put the chalk paint on, it turned the fabric into a kind of a hard surface, and so I sanded the after the first coat, which was recommended, and so it actually turned the fabric into like a vinyl appearance, which was fine with me because it was like something I could wipe off. But as you can see, because it's fabric and it was a textured fabric, it just had some texture to it that, I don't know, it just darkened over the years. And yeah, even with my special cleaner, it didn't come out. So on most of my white furniture, I always use the Awesome from the Dollar Tree as well as the Dawn dish soap. And so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take them out, and I'm using the Rust-Oleum spray paint, and the color is Ivory Bisque. Okay, so this is how they turned out. Now you're seeing a little shadow, and that's from the sun. I think it's the blinds reflecting onto the chairs, but they turned out really nice. They have an overall clean look, no more shadowing or distressing that I use with the antiquing glaze. I just was done with that look. And so the next thing that I'm going to refresh is the table. Now the table has taken a beating over the years as well. It has a few scuff marks, and so I'm just going to go through and paint those areas with some touch-up paint. You can see here on the corner I have a few marks like this throughout the table, and so I'm just touching them up with some touch-up paint in various colors of gray. And the key to this is blending. Now, if you are doing this process for the first time, like when I first did it, my table was black, and so I had to start out and paint the entire table in a solid color, and I used a base color of gray, and then I just went along the table with various shades of gray, brown, and tan. I was trying to achieve a wood grain look, and so it was important to use that brown so it, it looked like a whitewash or some type of a wash over brown. And so, like I said before, the key is to blending everything. So here I'm taking a antique white wood stain and I'm going over the entire table, and I'm just going to blend everything. I'm starting out with the cotton rag blending, but later on I will just take the dry brush and brush over the entire table, just blending and just giving it a soft brush over everything. And then once I'm done with that, this time I will add the polyurethane. The first time I added a wax and I thought that was good enough, but apparently not. So I'm going to use this clear matte finish as a top coat. And so these are some of the products that I used initially to cover the table, and then as my accent color. And then the white wood stain, that's something that I got on clearance at Hobby Lobby years ago, and I'm just now using it. But all of these paints you can get at Hobby Lobby. Okay, and so this is how it turned out. I liked the refresh of the chairs and the table. I just have to add the matte finish. I haven't done that part yet, but it will have a more matte finish. You won't see so much of the sheen, and I think I will like that much better. Okay, so next I wanted to refresh my curtains. Now you guys might remember I had some gray and white curtains that I made because I couldn't find curtains in my length, but one day I was in Home Goods and found these at 108, and I liked the texture on them, and so I went ahead and picked them up because I had never seen 108 length that you can buy off the shelf. But I do believe in the fall I'm going to come back with a color if I can find one. So guys, we can go ahead and decorate the table. So I want to thank you all for watching, and if you are new here, I would love it if you would stick around and subscribe. Thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you guys at the next video. And so here I'm going to do just a very simple table. I'm adding a very simple centerpiece. And then I'm going to add a very simple table setting. I'm not doing anything formal. I just want it to be just a simple everyday look. Now for everyday, I wouldn't add the dishes, but because you guys are here, I'm going to go ahead and set the table. And so this charger came from Home Goods many years ago. And then these plates are from Hobby Lobby, and they are the melamine. And if you can't tell on camera, it is a very light kind of bluish green. And then I got the matching salad plate. And I just like the way everything just comes together with all of the antiquing and the rustic look. You guys know I love that rustic look. And then I'm adding the bowl. Now these napkins I used many years ago with my very first tablescape here on YouTube. And so you guys might remember the napkin ring. The gold part came from Hobby Lobby, and earlier in the season I did a DIY showing how I made the napkin ring from a necklace that I got from Savers, and I just attached the stone to the gold napkin ring that I got from Hobby Lobby. And then those napkins came from Home Goods, like I said, many years ago. And of course you can't pass up on this drink. I shared this in a haul a while back, and I finally got to taste it, and it was pretty good. It was elderflower, pretty good, and I got that from Home Goods as well. So continue watching. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye bye.